Today we've got a pickups video. I've got a varied selection today. Some pickups from eBay, something from CX, which I very rarely do, and some pickups from other collectors. Yeah, I bought some games from collectors who have refocused their collections so they won't rid. Yeah, I like buying from collectors because they look after their shit. You don't get no it's mint honest seller from eBay and it turns up and it's just a mangled mess. When you buy off a collector, he'll say, well, it's not too bad. If you look really carefully on left at the corner of the third page of the manual, you can just see a faint crease. Yeah, so you get good shit from collectors. Yeah, they look after the stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I bought off some collectors and just got stuff. Yeah, so I usually go old to new, or new for me anyway. But I'm not going to do that today. We're going to do eBay stuff first and then stuff I've bought from collectors. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, anyway, let's get on with it. Yeah, because I'm waffling. First game, this arrived just this morning, so it nearly didn't make it into this video, is a Specky game, and it's Oink. Now, I bought this. I've never played this game before. Never played it. It doesn't come up very often. I think there's a re-release, a small case version. In fact, it might be up there somewhere. Probably is. But I've very rarely seen this one. And the reason I wanted this is a few of you might remember. I'm fairly sure it was your Sinclair. They did. How to explain? Oink. I'm starting wrong way around. Oink was originally a comic, and the first issue you got free with your Sinclair. I think you could buy it as well, but you got it free with your Sinclair. So I think I bought the first 3 or 4, and yeah, it was just taking the make a bit like a kid's version of Spitting Image sort of thing. Yeah, with pigs. Yeah. I don't think the game's any good, but I just remember that. So I hoovered it up. Yeah, I think that was off Specky for sale. I think that just happened to pick me up at the right minute because it wasn't going to be on there long. What else we got? Been after this one for ages. Return of the Jedi. I now just need Empire Strikes Back, and I have all 3 in the double case. Yeah, I think I also need Empire Strikes Back on the SNES. I don't know. I know I need one of them. Yeah, so the first 2 in the series were isometric wireframe shooters and were brilliant. This is not. I'm fairly sure it's just a copy of an arcade game. You might be able to see screenshots there. It's just basically different graphics doing the same thing. You just travel up the screen like that, shooting and dodging things. Yeah, it's not a very good game. Not a very good game. Been after this one for ever so long. It's Amiga cd-32 and it's brutal football. Doesn't come. cd-32 games don't come up very often. Full stop. It's basically it's cross between American football and Blood Bowl and another game whose name I've forgotten. Oh, it's killing me. It's killing me. Anyway, that one I can't remember. It's a bit like that. Yeah. These just come in. You get big box versions and you get the just CD case versions. The big box versions are just silly money. The instructions are on the back in there. I'm not getting them out because they're so easy to tear. I don't need to get them out. I'll never play it. Ooh, there's a challenge. Stay. The next one is an Amiga CD32 game as well, and it's Liberation. I don't know anything about this one. It was cheap. It was cheap, so I had to have it. It came separately with a manual. This manual does not go in this case. So I think this originally was a big box version. It'll come with that in a tray and the manual on top or underneath or somewhere. But over time, the big box has gone. Yeah, it looks like a futuristic 3D thing. Yeah, I'm not really selling it, am I? day. We'll pull that in. Another one that doesn't come up very often, and one I'm really looking forward to playing sometime in the next century, and that's Jet Strike. Now, I've never owned this before. I remember having the demo, I think I got it with the One magazine, but it was for the A500. Yeah, it wasn't for the cd-32. I played the demo to death, but for some reason never got the game. It's a side-scrolling action shooty playing game. Yeah, that's about what it is. Yeah, you have missions and targets, and you can fly hundreds of different planes. Yeah, yeah. Very arcadey though. It's not a flight sim. The next one's a PS2 game, and it's Grandia 2. I played Grandia on the PlayStation 1, really enjoyed it. This will take hours, so hundreds of hours these, so I don't know if I've got the time to sink into it. I started playing Zelda Wind Walker last month, and it's been that long since I've been down here. I'm going to have to start it again, so that might be destined to just go back on the shelf. I know I got towards the end of level baddie, and then I've saved it, and I won't be able to remember how to do anything. In the comment section, is it worth going back to? I've only ever played the SNES Zelda and the N64 one. What's it called? I don't know. Yeah, Ocarina of Time, that's it. I've played that and the SNES one all the way through, really enjoyed them. But I'm struggling a bit with the Wind Walker. Everybody complains about the cartoony graphics. It's not that that's annoying me. I think the controls are a bit higgledy-piggledy. Yeah, it can be frustrating. Anyway, that's a totally different subject. Grandia on the PlayStation 2. I might give it a go. Ooh, these are all just going to fall. What we got next? The next one, this was from CEX. I've been away with the wife to Liverpool, and you pass the CEX, you've got a bob in, haven't you? And I've been after this one for ages. Star Fox Assault. It does need recasing. There's a scratch on the back, but it's not through. It's not through to the cover. I think it's worth recasing this. Yeah, it's all complete, and I love it when you get extras. I'll have to get all this out. We've got what we got. Poster for Nintendo DS. One of them safety books that Big Game Al's always on about. And I like this. Points. I don't know what you ever did with them, but it's unscratched. I don't think this got much playing. Yeah, the manual's like brand new. So yeah, really happy to get that one. I'm not even going to attempt to put all that back in. I'll do it after. Yeah, one that I'm sure this is this the one that's a bit RPG-y, or is it the other one? I know there's two on the Cube, which are I have both now, but I know one of them's a bit RPG-y. It doesn't say. Anyway, Star Fox. Oh, that's never gonna. This one's not gonna stand up. Oh, it is. It is. The next thing was a gift from my good friend Daryl. It's a homebrew game for the ZX Spectrum. Last Train to Trans Central. There's no screenshots, but he sent me. Me and Daryl converse a lot, and he sent me pictures of this one, and it looked really brilliant. And then he sent me it in the post, which he shouldn't have done, but I am very grateful, Daryl, if you're watching. Yeah, thank you. It will get played at some point. Yeah. So that's it for eBay and Liverpool. The next bundle all came from Sean, Retro Games Revived. There will be a link to his channel in the comments thingy. I went to see him weeks ago. This has been sat here forever. Yeah, I went to see him weeks ago. He's decided to, he was going for a full PS2 set, and he was well into it. but he's decided he can't be arsed. So he's selling it all. And focusing on 8-bit stuff. Unfortunately, he's focusing on the wrong 8-bit stuff. He's obsessed with that dirty Commodore. Yeah, yeah, should be specky stuff. But anyway, so he's. I went round and some that I wanted, he had. He wouldn't take anything for these, which upset me. So I'll have to find him something nice for his collection. I'll have to buy a Commodore game. That's not in here. Anyway, yeah. So all these came from. I've just said Sean. Yeah, all this came from Sean. I'm very grateful, mate, if you watch this. Always nice to catch up. We'll definitely have to do it again soon. Only supposed to be nipping round for an hour, and we was talking about tat and rubbish and plastic for hours. Yeah, he had a few specky games which he gifted me as well. The rest are PlayStation 2. Yeah, so we'll do the specky games first. First one is ATF. This is a bit mullered at the back, but I'm going to try and clean it up and save it. I loved this back in the day. It's like you're flying this advanced tactical fighter, which looks a bit like Battlestar Galactica baddie ship. Yeah, the like half moon shape. And you're basically flying as if you were behind the ship, like Top Gun. But you have to pick your targets and set up your map, and then it goes into like an arcade show. I'm not selling it, am I? Anyway, I rate liked it. It's the end of that story. The next one, I don't know anything about this one. I just like the artwork. It's Dandy by Electric Dreams. It looks like a top-downy thing, top view, a bit like Gauntlet. Apparently it's an arcade adventure. Yeah, it looks a bit gauntletty. Yeah, definitely worth a go. The next, just had to have this, Nightmare. The game, it's not very good, but I used to love the series. There's actually a clip from the TV series there. I don't know if you remember it. You had to work together. One guy had a hat on that covered his face so you couldn't see, and the people behind could, and they'd tell him what to do and where to go. It was all computer generated, and really, really good program for us kids back in the day. The games, I covered the game years ago. It's rock solid. I very nearly didn't get out of the first room. Yeah, brilliant TV series. It'd be ace if they did something similar now, but I just don't think kids would get it. I don't think they get anything really. Horrible creatures. And finally, for the specky, it's a Firebird game. It's Magnetron. It looks like a 3D spin dizzy type thing. Yeah, don't know a lot about this one either. Just got it's shiny. It's shiny, caught my eye. Yeah. And then we bought some PlayStation. We didn't buy. Gifted, sorry. PlayStation 2 games. I can't remember if I got this one off Sean. A couple of these might be eBay. Anyway, we'll say they're all from Sean. We'll say they're from Sean. Future Armour. This looks good fun. Love the cartoon. All complete. I don't know if the game's any good. We're going to run out of room here. I think we're going to have to go to a pile. Yep. Yeah, we're piling them up today. The next one is, this is definitely from Sean because it's in a baggie. Get it out of the baggie. I've been after this one for ages because it's Atari games, Activision Anthology. I've never had an Atari, never owned an Atari, so I thought it'd be a good way to get into the series, you know, play some more Atari games, because I keep toying. What's that? Extras? Oh, it's just a card thing. I keep toying with getting an Atari, but it's where do I put it? And then it's another rabbit hole, isn't it? It's another collection, and I'm running out of room. What we got next? Yeah, this is definitely from Shaw. Next one is Seven Sins. I've not a clue. It looks a bit like What do they call that game now? Fuck me, I am useless. The Sims. It looks a bit like The Sims with boobs. So it's probably up my street. Yeah. Contains moderate sex and sexual voyeurism. Definitely up my street. 7 Sins. And finally from Shaw, we got Destruction Derby. Now, I love Destruction Derby on the PlayStation, on the original PlayStation. I've never played this. I don't know if it plays the same. Unfortunately, this one is missing the manual, but he told me that. But this is one to play. This I want to see if it's as good as the original, because I love play. Destruction Derby is still one of my favourite PS1 games. So if it's half as good with updated graphics, it should be brilliant. Yeah. So thank you very much for them, Sean. I owe you one or several. Yeah, it will be treasured and looked after. I do, like I said earlier, I do like buying off other collectors, because then I feel like if the collection just goes on eBay, stuff goes missing. But if a collector buys off another collector, it's looked after and it's kept. Yeah, I think that's what I mean. Yeah. Anyway, we also have some games off Big Game Al. Big Game Al completed his GameCube collection 4 or 5 months back, and immediately decided to sell them all. Yeah, each to their own. I sell nothing. Yeah, so I sent him a list, and unfortunately I was a bit slow. He didn't tell me first, so I'm not happy about Al. If you're watching this, you must tell me when you're selling things. Tell me, nobody else. Yeah. Anyway, so a bit late to the party, but he did have a few I needed for the collection. Still need a lot of GameCube games. I'm not, as I always say, it's not a full set. There's no full sets in here, but I do have a list, and there's a fair few to tick off. Yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling again. First one, Crazy Taxi. Gotta love a bit of Crazy Taxi. It's gotta be one of the most fun arcade games, hands down. I've not played the GameCube version. I played this on the Dreamcast. It's all complete with the instructions book, and Al's, I don't know why, but he's obsessed with these. So I'm fairly sure they'll all have a safety booklet in them. But I don't know why. I understood the Wii had a safety booklet. I got that because people were throwing the nunchucks through the telly, but I don't know why the GameCube needed one. But anyway, it's in there. It's in there. All complete. That's from Al. As it is, Rayman 3. Which is spooky because we've got Rayman on. Yeah. Hoodlum Havoc. Again, it's all complete with the manual and the safety booklet that's always just going to sit at the back. Never get looked at. Next one is, I think this is one of his favourites. I have never played Prince of Persia, apart from the original on the Amiga, which I did not like. Yeah, I've not played any of these. I don't even know what they play like. Are they a bit like Tomb Raider, maybe? God of War, maybe like that? I don't know. Don't know. Never played them. Resident Evil. I presume this is an updated version. I don't even know if it still has the tank controls. All complete. It's a double disc of this one. Really nice condition. And then finally from Al, we have Resident Evil 0. Again, it's double discer, and it is all nice and complete and minty fresh. If I can get that to flip, I can't get that to flip. It's in there, isn't it? It's in there. Yeah, all complete with the safety booklet thing. Is there something else in here? Let's have a look. Oh, there's an advert for the strategy guide. Yeah, you don't need the strategy guide because we probably won't play it. Yeah, so they're off Al. That's part of his full GameCube set that is no longer full because I think everybody's bought a few off him. Yeah, so that's my pickups. There is some more bits and bobs in the post, but they'll wait for another video because obviously they're not here. I'm talking shite today. Yeah, some really nice bits. Quality rather than quantity. That will be the next pickup video. Yeah. So before we go, I just want to say thanks to Al, thanks to Sean, thanks to Daryl, and thanks to eBay. Yeah, as ever, these will be treasured and put on the shelves to gather dust and not be touched by anybody ever again. As ever, memories of any of these games, what your thoughts, blah blah blah. Thanks for watching. Anybody who did, catch you later. Bye bye.